Okay, here we go with the wrist pumps. Now, in the wrist pumps, the setup is important because we want this alignment with our body. So I have my mat out just to start with. You know, depending on your experience with the wrist pumps, you might want a mat that's a little bit thicker or even a carpet or something like that as well to help you out. And then just take your time. You gotta, take it in small doses to start with, and as you get more accustomed to having the weight on the top of your wrist, the better you're gonna feel. So start with the V footing, then open to the I footing, and I'm going to drop down so my knees, my ankles in alignment, and go to the top of the wrists, and going right on top of these bad boys. Now to start with, if you need to, you can unload the weight on your wrist by sitting back to your heels, and then as you get more confident, as you get more comfortable, you start to rock forward. Now here, the position, when I'm in this position, it's really important. Like if you're locked here, you just try to work on pumping your arms straighter, and at the same time you can squeeze and make a fist. Okay? Squeeze and make a fist. And once you're able to get your arms all the way straight, you start to work on pulling your shoulders down and back. And then you're making a fist. So your arms are straight, just to show you a little bit closer up. And you're pumping here, you're squeezing it, but you're really trying to squeeze that shoulder down and back to get the pump. Okay? Now if your elbows, like I said, if your elbows are bent, you're just working on trying to pump them straight to where you can just hang out on the top there and really squeeze and pump it out. So take your time with it. Once again, if you need to, you can start here and just kind of walk one wrist at a time down to get used to it. And then once you're ready, you put the top of your wrist, and you have some play, you have some movement with the skin. You can pull that to your body, to your knees until it catches and it's nice and taut. And then once I'm there, I just start pumping it out. And be aware your shoulders will want to go in your ears. You try to pull them down and back, and you just pump that out. Okay? So that's the beginner. And then as you get more comfortable with it, you start to round out your spine and lift your knees off, and you're loading this up. So now my knees are slightly off the mat or slightly off the ground. But I'm not doing this variation unless I am good at the variation where my knees are on the ground and my arms are straight. If I can get my arms straight and load this up really well, rock forward over my chest is over the wrist, then, only then do you start to progress to lifting your knees off. So the knees are just floating, and I can pump from there. And then even further, once again, don't jump into this position right away. Okay, because you'll hurt yourself. So you got to take it bit by bit. But the more that you can do this move consistently and frequently as well, it's going to be easier and easier, and you're going to be a lot more connected and stronger from your fingertips to your shoulders, or in Chung Fu language, that's chain one. And it's also great for recovery, just pumping things out. So those are your wrist pumps.